Hey, it worked. All right, we go live and we didn't even tell anybody.
Look at that.
I got to get myself a chair.
Come on in.
That could be dangerous.
Yes, it could.
Okay.
But if you fell or whatever, I would totally laugh.
Yeah.
I would help you, but I would still laugh the whole time.
Okay. So what do we got here? Okay. All right. So, wow. I guess because I'm closer to the camera, I almost look like I'm bigger than you.
That's
wow.
fine.
Look how small you look compared to me. All right. Anyway.
Should I get up there closer?
All right. So it is the end of pretty much the end of 2023.
It's getting there. We're almost there.
How was your year?
Adventurous.
Okay.
Adventurous.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm starting to do some new stuff, and most of the time it hurts my brain.
Yes.
I'm learning computer programming, learning all about trying to get a job working with the cloud.
Yes.
And all that in-depth stuff that I'm like, oh, if I'm not sitting there spacing out just because it's just like, what is going on? Or I'm like, I get distracted easily too.
It's never too late to learn something new, and you're giving it a shot to try to learn something new, and you should be really proud of yourself for that.
Yeah, well, thank you. And hopefully I got a big test coming up this Thursday, actually, where I'm going to have to take a test to get a certification.
Okay.
And hopefully I'll pass it, because if I don't pass it, then, okay, the school or the vet tech program is paying $100 for me to be able to take this test.
Okay.
If I don't pass it, I still have to somehow eventually take it in order to even qualify for doing this line of work. But if I don't pass it the first time, for me to retake it, I have to pay out of my own pocket.
Right.
And I don't have $100 right now, because to tell you the truth, okay, you know how much a BAH around this local area is supposed to be?
Well, I know what it was for active duty. I don't know.
What was it for active duty for you?
For me, I think it was 1,800 and something. But that was as an E7. I know for you, they go for E5 though, for BAH when you're doing what you're doing. So that goes off of an E5 rank.
No, it's not even that. All right, so check it out. That's what I was expecting.
Okay.
Because I haven't signed up for this thing, and it's through the VA. Mm-hmm. They're at least they're paying BAH for me to be able to take this class. So I'm expecting, okay, I'll get like 1,800, something like that a month, at least 1,200 or something, I
would guess at least 12 minimum.
But because this class is all online, and I'm not physically going anywhere besides my own home, they think that I can get paid a lot less. So I'm making $1,050 a month, which is what I was making at my job that I quit in order to start doing this.
Right.
I was working only 20 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
How am I supposed to live off this? I don't know. Hey, we got a visitor, Marivet. Hello, Marivet. How are you doing? All right.
Hello.
Well, welcome. Hey, let's go on here and see. Hey, there I am live. Picture. Okay, let me turn the sound off of here. Okay, so all right, what she's saying right there is the same thing no. The only reason we're okay, I'm right, hold on. I can't show, wait. Okay, I can't take, this thing's stuck. Okay, but what you can see at home in the chat screen is different from what I see at my chat screen. My chat screen, I see what these words are saying up on here. But in actuality, if you were in the chat, you see pictures. You see this little green person with a hand waving like that, which is basically saying person, turquoise waving. That's what it is. It's a turquoise colored person waving.
Okay.
And that's why it says person, turquoise waving. And it's twice because there's two of them. All right. So Marivet says she's good. And thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're here. How was your 2023? Can you believe it's December already?
It's hard to believe.
Man, it's almost the end of the year. And then what?
And a whole new year starts.
2024.
And what is next year? Do you remember? not just presidential election again. There's another big reason next year. Do you remember what it is?
Another Super Bowl? No.
Leap year.
Oh, so an extra day in February.
An extra day in February.
Which is
It's
why,
leap year next year.
Which is why we're staying an extra day in the Philippines when we go there. Scotty B Show is here. Hello, David and guest. This is Robert. Or do you want him to call you anything else besides Robert?
Rob.
Just don't call me an a-hole.
It doesn't matter. You can call me that too. That's fine.
Hey, jerk.
I'm not picky. As long as you get my attention, I don't mind. But
okay. Hey, I just found this again recently. You want to know where I got this from?
the Morocco.
Guess where I got this?
Morocco?
I actually got this in Germany.
Oh, it was a trick question.
I got this in Germany. You wouldn't think this would be like associated with German culture, but yeah.
Wow.
Look how badly cracked it is.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
It looks a little tribal.
Yeah, isn't that pretty cool? But you'd think, yeah, you'd associate maracas and stuff like that with Mexico or the Latin culture. All right, so Scotty B Show says, hello, Robert.
Hi.
All right.
Hello.
Hey, and then we got Gmail Vlog saying, hello, David. Hello. I'm David. This is Robert. We're both two American men that used to be in the Army that are living in San Antonio, Texas. Woo! And we're both retired.
Yes.
So a long time ago, this was us. Except we didn't, stand up on the front of the Jeep and ride. That would be too dangerous, and we'd probably get in really big trouble for it. I don't think it'd give you an Article 15 for it, but you never know.
Well, okay. I definitely think you would for that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're endangering your own life.
Yes.
All right. So Janelle Vlog says, hello, Robert.
Hello.
All right. So what I want to talk about, and this may just be my last live stream of the year. So if you're not here for this live stream, you may not see me again live until next year. I'll have more videos coming up. Like I got a Christmas video coming up, and then if things go right, he just helped me put my mailbox stand in. We had to replace my mailbox because it was like on this metal pole that rusted and it fell off. And so I recorded a whole bunch of it that we're doing. So I haven't looked at it yet, so I don't know what it's going to look like, but hopefully I'll have something worth watching. But
oh, look it. See?
Hey, first Article 15 in basic training. Wow.
You could definitely get them there too. So for the Scotty B Show, if we can ask, what was it that you did that got you the Article 15?
BDU? No, wait, DCU, right? No.
That was ACU.
ACU. That's the ACU style.
That was for the Army Combat Uniform.
And everybody hated that one.
Yes, and it stuck around a long time.
Unless you started off and that was all you knew.
Yes.
But for those of us who grew up with the BDUs, we're like, what is this? You're not hiding from anybody. I don't know. It just looked ugly to us.
The ones that they're wearing now are the OCPs.
OCPs, yes. which are as close to being the BDUs as possible. In fact, I think that green cap that I got right there is actually, let's see if I can reach this. Okay. So here's my movie hat, my gangster hat. Mm-hmm. But here I bought this and I even took the time to get my rank sewn on it, and I got my name on it, but I never took the tag off. So I bought it and I never used it. It's like right around the time that I was retiring from the military, I actually, was when they were changing over to the new uniform. So I bought that, but luckily I never had to wear it.
See, OCP.
OCP control cap.
Do you know what that means? OCP?
No, I can't remember.
It was for other camouflage pattern.
Other camouflage pattern. It's other camouflage pattern. Okay. How creative. Pattern. How creative we go. Okay. All right. So Scotty B said, I went in 1979. Woo, he's got 20 years on us.
Wow. Yeah, I was 9 years old at the time, Scotty B.
Man. Wait, we didn't read what Scotty B said he did to get Article
Yeah,
15.
I'm curious if he'll
snuck,
share.
He snuck down to the bar and brought some beers back to the barracks.
Yes,
In basic training.
that's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
That'll do it. You're lucky you didn't get kicked out of basic training. I'm sure not only did you get an Article 15, but you probably got smoked really bad too.
Oh, back then, definitely.
Wall-to-wall counseling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it beyond him, because if he was in during that time frame like that, they hit the soldiers a lot back then too.
Yeah. Did you get hit, Scotty B? Smacked around, bad soldier, get beat up. Okay, so here we go. Kidney Warrior is here. And if you look up on that screen where you can see the regular chat, you got this heart with the eyes, and it looks like it's smiling. And the description says, face, red, heart shape.
Okay.
So that's what you got. Okay, next one. You got these blue things that look like Cookie Monster with big wide eyes going, almost like that Scream, the painting Scream. And this is described as face blue, wide eyes. And there's two of them, so it says face blue, wide eyes twice.
Yes.
All right. Maravet says, hello, Kidney Warrior. And Scotty B, what do you got? There's about 6 of us that got caught drinking.
Hey, look.
Man,
I'm all about it. I still, even to this day, Scotty B, I drink and I drink. David could tell you, I drink a lot. People tell me they're surprised I haven't died from alcohol poisoning at this point, but I'm still going pretty strong. So
yeah. And I'd probably drink more, but my wife doesn't want me to. she guilts me enough that it keeps me from drinking, except for occasions when everybody is. But then she'll give me this look, like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
right, Mercy.
And David can tell you too. Every time he tells me, "Hey, you want to come in? I might be doing another live cast." The first thing I say is, "What?
Yeah, got a beer?"
I said,
the bad thing is, I really don't have much here. Since I don't really drink anything. The only time I drink is when we have like a big group thing, and whatever we have, whatever other people bring, or we got wine. We can drink the wine that we got at the house. But
gotcha.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about music.
Yes, let's do that.
We're gonna do, my thing is the music charts. All right, so I didn't do a live stream for November, and I mean we're close enough to November now that it should count. All right, so Scotty B says we was the first unit to train with women at the same time.
Wow, I didn't know they did it that early back then.
1979, huh? I would have thought that would be a late 80s thing.
Well, honestly, I originally went to basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Me too.
And that was in 1992.
Oh.
And I know that at the time they put in some really nice brand new barracks that I wasn't in. I was in the old World War II barracks, that if a fire started, yes, the long white trailer, that if a fire started, it's going to be completely up in flames in about 1 minute. But they had really nice air conditioned ones down there, and we called those a Starship. And supposedly, I don't know, but in 1992, supposedly that was also the co-ed training down there. And I thought that was the first. So that's something new for me, Scotty. Thank you for letting me know that.
Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of weird because, well, when did Stripes come out? Like 1982 or something like that?
Yeah, about that.
And I mean, they didn't have any, did they have females in Stripes? No, I don't think they did.
Well, they had the one female, that Bill Murray was into.
Female MPs, yeah. But they weren't in their particular basic training.
It says he was the first unit to train with women at the same time, right? And then Drill Sergeant was pissed.
Drill Sergeant was pissed because they had to watch their language.
Wow.
Oh, because the females.
Yeah.
Hard to sing all those songs about Jody. People don't. Even back then, though, people didn't get as offended as they would now. But still, yeah, it's different when you're around women versus just all guys.
Well,
yeah.
Scotty B, I will tell you this really quick, okay? I was privy to be in a CAV unit out of Fort Drum. I was with the 171 CAV. And when the whole time that I was there, we were just all men. There were no women. And that was probably by far the best experience that I had in the entire time I was in the military, is when I was with that unit. And that is not a criticism against female soldiers. There are a lot of really terrific female soldiers out there. However, I think you know what I'm saying, Scotty. Men will be men, and there's certain things that we like to do and joke around and stuff like that that could be offensive to women.
Yep.
And we were able to do those things, and that's what made it so nice.
Yeah.
So again, this is not a criticism toward women. Believe me, I have so much love and respect for you as far as the female soldiers out there. I have worked and trained so many of you, and yeah, so please don't take that as a criticism, because I do not mean it that way.
No more streaking around the barracks hallway and stuff like that. Once you got something, you can't go naked and just wiggle it out wherever you wanted to. Women might be around, so you got to be careful.
No doubt. Well, Scotty B, thank you for sharing that with us. That was awesome. Thank you.
Where's Fort McClellan? You have any idea where Fort McClellan is? I've never heard of Fort McClellan.
Oh.
And I was in for 20 years. I don't know Fort McClellan.
Let me see.
Scotty B, tell us about Fort McClellan. Is that like
I-
Wisconsin or something like
I'm
that?
not sure where that one is either, though. I think
What's
it's,
the one that's Alabama?
it's
Fort
in
McClellan
Alabama.
in Alabama. Is that even a place anymore? I mean, Alabama's a place, but
Right. I mean, is
Fort
still
McClellan
there?
even a fort anymore, or is it like turned into a National Guard or reserve place?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that. Sweet home Alabama. Okay, music.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, all right. Let's see what you know, what you remember, and what might surprise you. Should I go? Well, I guess we'll go with 1963.
All right.
That
Hey,
was 60 years ago. Wait,
Scotty B, if you can help us, you got this.
so Scotty B was in basic training in 1979. That means that he was probably born like 1960 something.
MP training. Gotcha.
MP
That's
training,
why. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. So Scotty B was born before this date. So he may not know too much about. Okay, now we're going with November 1963.
Yes.
All right.
And thank you
So,
for your service too, Scotty,
Scotty
B.
B was born in 1960. Okay, so he was 3 years old when this was popular. Okay,
All right.
number one album of November 1963.
Mm.
Peter, Paul, and Mary. Peter, Paul, and Mary with In the Wind.
No idea on that.
You know
one.
Peter, Paul, and Mary?
I do not.
They're the ones that wasn't on this particular album. Their previous album titled Peter, Paul, and Mary. That if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening all over this land.
Not ringing any bells.
I'd ring out danger. I'd ring out a warning. I'd ring out love between the brothers and the sisters. Don't know that one. Okay.
I don't know that one at all.
They did the version of Puff the Magic Dragon sometime in their
Oh, see? I told you,
know
Scotty
Puff the
B, you
Magic
got
Dragon.
this. Look
Okay.
at that.
All right. Then we've got 3 number one songs. We got Jimmy
right.
Gilmer and the Fireball with Sugar Shack. And that-
Sugar Shack, I remember.
Shack. Okay. Then we got Nino Tempo and April Stevens with Deep Purple.
Deep Purple. Yep.
I know the group Deep Purple, but I don't know the song very well.
Yes.
Okay. And then Dale and Grace with I'm Leaving It Up to You.
Wow, that one I don't
So
think
the
I know
only
either.
one I was really familiar with was Sugar Shack.
I think
So
that's
we
the same
got-
with me.
1963. There's our list right there. How many of those songs do you know, Scotty B? Okay.
Well, he knew that Puff the Magic Dragon.
Oh, yeah. Okay. November 1973, when we were 3 years old.
Yes.
And Scotty B was 13.
Mm.
Scotty B would have been 13, so he would have been a teenager when this stuff was popular. Okay, 2 number one albums. First
Okay.
one, The Rolling Stones
Ooh.
with Goat's Head Soup. That's when
okay.
they had the song Angie on it.
Okay.
Angie,
I do remember
I
Angie.
love you, baby. And then the other one was this one right here, Elton John,
Oh.
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't lock me in your penthouse, going back to my plow. Yeah, that's a great album, actually. I didn't own it when I was younger, but this was a double album, and it had Benny and the Jets, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting. Okay, and even a song called Jamaica Jerk Off.
Wow.
Which,
I would not put that
I
by
don't-
Elton.
I don't know. I don't want to ask what that means. It could mean you're just you are a jerk off and you're Jamaican. I don't know, or it could mean something else that we don't even want to mention in public. Okay.
Well,
Anyway,
I think we're still safe to say though it could be, because we're talking about Elton John again now. It could be what we now call a circle jerk
in Jamaica.
See?
But I mean, back then people only thought of him as extravagant. They had no idea that he actually did swing both ways.
Oh, yeah.
Way back in the 70s or even 80s.
Well, Scotty's saying double album.
This was a double album. See,
Oh,
look how you got two sides. That's a lot of songs.
I didn't realize it was double. Okay.
Yeah. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Okay, so and then there were 3 number 1 songs. Okay, I'll try to 3. Okay. All right, there was Gladys Knight in the Pips with Midnight Train to Georgia.
Oh, yes.
Leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. And then Eddie Kendricks with Keep on Truckin'.
Okay.
I can't remember how that one goes
I don't
exactly.
know either.
But, and then Ringo Starr with Photograph. And even though I know it, I don't remember how it goes. But okay.
I don't either.
So there's your 1973 list right there.
I don't know. I've always been more into Paul McCartney and John Lennon, though.
Yeah. So at least we know Midnight Train to Georgia.
Yes, we did know that one.
Okay.
I know that one as well.
All right. So November, I'm going to put Movember, 1983.
All right.
No Shave Movember. Okay. Anyway.
Now I'm a teenager.
No mowing the lawn. Okay. So did David talk music in the military? Did I talk music in the military? What do you mean?
Well, honestly,
but we didn't actually know each other when I was in the military.
Yeah. David was supply, right?
Yeah.
And I was a combat medic, so we were complete opposites.
And I was never actually stationed here at Fort Sam Houston. I actually I retired out of Fort Bragg, which is now Fort Liberty Bibbity. But I retired out of there. And when I retired, I decided, I have one more free move left to go. And I decided, where's the best place for me to retire? That's, got like so many options and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I decided San Antonio, Texas.
Well, this was my last duty station.
It was a good decision. Because if you can handle the summer, you got it.
Well, there's nowhere better in the United States, though, than here in Texas for veterans benefits.
For veterans, yeah. San Antonio is known as Military City.
Yes. I mean, you're really doing terrific.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're here, I mean, especially if you're at 100% rating with the VA. You're completely property exempt for taxes every year.
Oh man,
you can register one of your vehicles and you don't pay for your registration every year. You get a lifetime of hunting and fishing licenses. I mean, it just goes on and on. You've got veteran plates, license plates on your car. You can get into a lot of sporting events if you go there, or concerts, and you don't have to pay for the parking like everyone else. I mean, there's just so many benefits here. I mean, that's just a short list. I mean, parks here, that people have to pay to get into with the military plates on. We don't have to pay to get in.
Yep.
There's just so many incredible privileges here. So I highly recommend anybody who's military really consider Texas, because they are amazing.
But Scotty B, you're right. As far as music and military, I had been deployed and overseas enough places that I had the 2, 3, 4 occupation GI Blues. And I was an American soldier, an American. And get some Toby Keith in there. Why not?
Well,
it's about the military.
You're saying Michigan sucks for vets. I'm sorry to hear that, Scotty.
Man. I'm sure Illinois probably does too. That's why I'm not living there, even though I'm originally from Illinois. But
yeah, like I know so many people that
it
left.
Sucks for the winter too, though.
Yeah, like New York and California, they're flying out of there in huge droves just because. They don't treat vets properly, but they don't treat even their people that are just the regular citizens of the state properly either. So, yeah, they're just flooding out of those areas big time.
Yeah. All right. November 1983.
Yes.
We were 13 years old. Scotty B was 23. Wow. 23 and 83. All right. 2 number 1 albums. First one. This is when my vinyl collection starts coming in. The Police. With Synchronicity.
Yes.
I'll be wrapped around your finger every breath you take. King of Pain. Synchronicity 2. What else? King of Pain, Wrapped Around Your Finger. Those were the Walking in Your, well, those were the big hits. But
Yes.
yeah, this was a number one album in November 1983.
Wow.
All right. Also, we had, ooh, yeah,
Eve's vlog. How are you guys? We're doing good. How are you?
the very first metal album to ever go to number one, Quiet
Quiet
Riot
Riot.
with Metal Health. Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock you, boys.
Because mental health will make you crazy.
Metal Health to drive you mad. Bang your head. Life's a bitch, baby. That's one of the songs that I really liked off
Absolutely.
of that one. But anyway, okay, so those were the two number one albums. Hey, Eve's vlog. Wait, what's going on? Okay. I'm getting ready to go to the Philippines. Wow. I'm
very
supposed to go
nice.
there in February myself. Looking
Well,
forward to
yeah.
it.
My wife is looking at going again in, I think toward the end of next year, maybe September-ish next year.
Okay.
I won't be able to go with her again because I have to stay and take care of our daughter who's in school. But this year, if you guys can see that, that's my wife from the Philippines. I'll try to get a good spot there. That looks like it's pretty decent.
Didn't she win Miss Universe a couple years ago?
No, but
No?
I tell her all the time, like I
Okay.
joke with her. I say, "Oh, look at my wallpaper on my phone." She goes, "What about it?" I go, "That's one hot mama," and she just laughs. So
Why wasn't Led Zeppelin a metal? Well, because I don't know when they even coined the term heavy metal. I don't know if it was.
yeah,
Well, Led Zeppelin did go to number one, but I think it's a different type of metal. It's more of like a hard rock, whereas this was like,
yeah. As far as I know,
It's a
Zeppelin
different
was
type of
always just
metal.
considered rock, not heavy metal.
yeah, whereas metal was like more. I don't know. It's more. It's different. I don't know.
Like for me, when I'm thinking
Like,
heavy
well, it's
metal
like-
back then, I'm thinking like Iron Maiden,
Yeah, because
you know,
like
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath is considered metal, but it's different.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. All I know is when people talk about this one going to number one, a lot of people considered this the first, even though Led Zeppelin had at least one number one album, people consider this the first metal album or heavy metal album to go to number one.
Yeah.
Come on, feel the noise.
What about because I mean Zeppelin, back when Zeppelin was really big too, we also had like Pink Floyd. It was also pretty big.
Yeah, but I wouldn't consider
I don't know
them
if I-
anywhere close to metal.
Yeah,
though.
but like what Scotty B was just saying, if you scroll back down to the bottom,
well, actually, Pink Floyd's Dark
see,
Side of the
like I
Moon
still
went to
think they
number
might have
one.
been considered hard rock though
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon actually
Mhm.
went to number one in 1973.
There you go. See,
Okay, all right. So we are still okay. We got number one songs. Okay,
okay.
we got the two number one albums from November 1983. All right, then we got Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton with Islands in the Stream. That is what we are.
I
Okay.
still have that song on my phone right now.
Whoa. And then Lionel Richie had a number one song with All Night Long,
Oh,
All
yeah.
Night. And that was off of this album right here called Can't Slow Down. See, where's my finger? There we go. That's the Can't Slow Down right there. Okay. My dad actually had a copy of that one. So I'm surprised I didn't keep his copy, but somebody in my family had an actual copy of that album.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so November 1983, there's your list right there.
Wow. Okay.
So everybody can read it, one more time. Before we move on to 30 years ago, we go to 1993.
Yes, indeed.
All right. 1993 was 30 years ago.
Yes, and I remember that's where rap was really starting to take a root too.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So there's one number one album, one number one song. Okay.
Okay.
The number one album for the month of November 1993.
Who's this here?
Oh, it does that.
Okay.
Pearl Jam with Verses.
Okay.
This is the one that came out after 10. It was their second album. Had like Go, I think was a somewhat popular song off there. Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town. Animal. The Daughter, Don't Call Me Daughter.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually a really good album. It's definitely it's actually harder and a rougher album than Verses, but I still really liked it.
Yeah.
So that was number one. And then also You had Meatloaf
Okay.
had a #1 song with "I Would Do Anything for Love, but I won't do that." And can anybody tell me what it is that he won't do? They say it in the song.
I don't remember offhand, but if I were to look at myself and answer that question, it would be if my wife said, because I would do anything for love for her, but I won't do that. It would be if she told me that, I have to stop drinking my beer. No, I'm not going to do that.
That's not actually it. Okay, but
okay,
anyway.
All right. I gave it a shot, David. I gave it a shot.
Meatloaf's "I Would Do Anything for Love, but I won't do that." The woman says to him, "Sooner or later, you'll be screwing around." And Meatloaf goes, "I won't do that."
Oh.
So Meatloaf will do anything for love, but he won't screw around. That's pretty honorable, actually. And
wow.
that's a
I
good
guess
guy.
So.
All right. That bat out of hell, huh? All right, there we go. Here's your 1993 right there. Okay. All right. So the words are up on the screen. So if you're not actually listening to us, you actually cannot kind of see what we're talking about now. Because I put words on the screen.
There you go.
Besides just writing November. Okay. So we got November 2003 was 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 20 years ago. We had 4 #1 albums and 1 #1 song. Okay. Just think about 20 years ago in 2003. Where were you in 2003?
Wow. 2003, I was actually in Syracuse, New York at the time.
Okay. And so at the end of the year, at the end of November 2003, I had gotten done. I had come back from South Korea, and I was at Fort Polk, Louisiana. And I went through my first divorce proceedings, and I had my kids with me, and so that was what I was doing at that time. So at that time in November 2003, all that in my ears, there was 4 #1 albums. They had Clay Aiken.
Okay.
Clay Aiken, even though he came in second place in American Idol, he's the first one of the 2 to have a #1 album and #1 song. He had a #1 album with an album called "Measure of a Man."
Okay.
Okay. Outkast.
This is where I was saying I knew rap was starting to take a hold. See?
Outkast. Speaker Box, "The Love Below." Their double album that was like, 1 album for each person. Andre 3000, Big Boy. Speaker Box, "Love Below," #1 album in November 2003. That's one that had "Hey Ya" and "I Love the Way You Move." I like the way you move.
Was that also the
"Hey
one?
Ya."
That also had the
Roses.
Like a Polaroid picture.
That "Hey Ya" was that song, yeah.
Okay.
Which is interesting because you can, if people sing "Shake It Like a Polaroid picture now, most people have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They know how to shake it, but Polaroid picture, what's that?
Yeah. We have a lot of us that do remember.
Pictures. Yeah. Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
I don't know. My mother was always finicky. We did Polaroids. It's like we take them and you got to be real careful and just set it down and leave it. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. Don't shake it. Don't just set it down and leave it alone so it can get the best picture image.
Wow.
But yeah. But it didn't take long anyway.
Hey, Robert.
Yes.
What's cooler than being cool?
Not drool.
Ice cold.
Ha.
Okay. All right. Another #1.
I had to go there because I tell my daughter all the time. I say, what the difference between boys and girls are? She goes, what? I go, boys are cool and girls drool. She gets so mad at me all the time.
Girls drool. All right. Okay. Another #1 album was Toby Keith with "Shockin' Y'all."
Okay.
And that's one that had what "I Love This Bar" and "American Soldier" was on that one. And that one at the time, it definitely really hit hard for me because, I'm just proud to be his father, raise a daughter and a son. Because at the time I was doing that by myself. I was an American soldier and a father raising a daughter and a son. And yeah, it's just pretty emotional time. Okay, anyway. Okay, so, and then the other #1 album of November 2003, Jay-Z with the Black Album.
Okay.
And that's the one that later on in 2004, he had a big song with, he had "Get That Dirt Off Your Shoulder," and then 99 Problems. I got 99 problems, and
but a ain't one.
Yes. Okay. And then one #1 song. We had Beyonce with "Baby Boy."
Of course.
Beyonce and Sean Paul. "Baby boy, you stay on my mind, fill my fantasy." And that was like #1 for like almost 3 months in a row, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so 20 years ago, here's your 2003 #1 albums and #1 songs. Okay.
I'm surprised we didn't have more from Destiny's Child in there during that time, though.
Well, she was solo by that time.
Well, she was, but I mean, a lot of that still carried over, and it was still really high in the charts.
I
Though.
think the last time Destiny's Child had anything on the charts was in 2001.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and then
I know they still
Beyonce
had
went solo after that. Because the last actual Destiny's Child album was the Survivor one.
Yeah.
And that one actually came out somewhere in 2001.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were popular at the beginning of the 2000s. That you think, oh, they just felt like they stayed there forever.
Yeah, because I'm saying I know even 2003. I mean, they were still playing a lot of Destiny's Child to death on the radio.
Yeah. And then it was all Beyonce from there. I mean, they had their like little reunions here and there, but basically, I mean, people really say Destiny's Child was basically all Beyonce anyway. The other two were like backed up, but
a lot of people also say that's back when Beyonce was really good too. So I don't know. I mean, I think she's so talented, so I'm not going to judge either way. I think she's
a lot
wonderful.
of people, even back at the time, just felt like she was somehow really popular, but she never really was. Compared to other singers, really wasn't really that great, but she did something, and
I agree.
Yeah.
Can you open for me this one?
Okay, look at this. I'm doing manly stuff. Hold on.
Want me to get it? Here, let me see it, David. Let me see if I can do it.
Like that.
Let me just see if I can do it really quick. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Yay, thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. It's only because David loosened it up.
I loosened it up, yeah. Okay. All right. So 10 years ago, it was November 2013.
Yes.
Once again, I was back from South Korea for my second tour. Every 10 years, I'm surprised we didn't go to Korea this last year. But anyway.
That's when I went to Korea for a 2-year tour.
So I came back from South Korea, and I was at Fort Knox, Kentucky at this time. Hey, Kidney Warrior with the red face shaped heart face. And we got the wide-eyed Cookie Monster. Ooh. Hey, sir, Kevin Adonis. No, it's not Adonis. Kevin, I haven't seen you so long. I almost forgot what your last name was. Oh, my God. Something like that.
All right, hold on. It says, how many military guys does it take to open a bottle of water? Well, I'm going to go with, what do you got, David?
That wasn't a bottle of water, though. It was a big bottle of water softener, not water softener, but it
was kind of slippery on the top, though, too.
It was a woman's item that we had to try to, never mind. Okay, so, all right, so Kevin says, hi, Scott to Scotty B. GV is here every Sunday night. Well, I go to her live stream, and she sends people over to my channel to watch my premiere, which I have a premiere tomorrow night, which would be Monday morning in the Philippines. I hope everybody in the Philippines survived the earthquake that they had in the southern Philippines this morning.
Yes.
That was pretty scary from what I heard.
We wish our best to everyone there. Yes.
Adrian Adamus. Yes.
Keep going there. I'm running on empty, David. I got to get another one.
Got to get another one.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll be right back, everyone.
All right. Kidney Warrior is in the house. Kevin Adamus is in the house. I miss watching Kevin do his TikTok dancing. I give him an option to TikTok dance, although it's like 6 o'clock in the morning in the Philippines right now. More push-ups. Maybe I need to get those little things to work on my wrist muscles. Okay, so where was I? We were in 2013, right? Okay, so where were you? You had just arrived in South Korea in 2013.
Yes,
right?
Of course. Went to Young Sun like everyone else, and then I got put down to Camp Humphreys.
Okay, that's where I was. Yep, I left Camp Humphreys at the end of August. Let's do TikTok, Sir David, if you want to. Sure. Okay. We're terrible at dancing, but okay. Anyway, in fact, if you ever watch, there's a I don't know how long ago that live stream was that your daughter was that probably at the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
And the three of us were in here doing like dee 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 dee. And I think that was back when the song Tala was really popular and that's the one that goes ting 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 ting, or maybe that's a totally different song. Ting 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 ting. And so here we are. We didn't even have any music going on. And we got the three of us just doing crazy dancing, and every once in a while you hear me going ting 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 ting. Okay.
Good time.
Tahongni Carla. Is that what it was? Tahongni Carla. You see, I have to get somebody else to show me how to do those dances because I completely forgot. I forgot how to do any of them. It's been a while. All right, so where was I? I had a lot of people come on since I mentioned. Okay, let me get through 2013. Okay, before I have to play catch up again. Okay. All right, 2013, November 2013. All right, we had a long month. We had 5 number 1 albums.
Okay.
And 1 number 1 song
Mm.
for the whole month. Okay. So, first one, Pearl Jam with Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
Next one, Katy Perry with Prism.
Oh my goodness, of course.
That's the one that had Roar on it. And then the one that with the Egyptian video, I can't remember what it's called right now, but okay.
Something like I give 1,000 something, like I wait 1,000 years or something. I don't know. My daughter listens to it all the time.
I can't remember what it's okay. Arcade Fire. You know who Arcade Fire is?
I don't think so.
Okay. They had a number 1 album with an album called Reflector. Eminem with the Marshall Mathers album 2.
Okay.
The sequel to Marshall Mathers album 2 came out and went to number 1. And then Lady Gaga with Art Pop went to number 1.
Wow.
You want to know what the number 1 song for November 2013 was?
What was it?
We could be royals. Lord with Royals
Okay.
was the number 1 song.
I don't even know what that sounds like, but okay.
You don't know that song?
I don't think so.
We could be royals.
I don't know.
You can call me Queen Bee.
Might be because of my time in Korea. I wasn't really up on a lot of what was going on.
All right. So here we go. Where am I? Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's your 2013, November 2013 right there. All right. Anybody pay attention to what's popular right now?
Ooh. Right now.
What was popular this last month? What went to number 1? Okay. Well, we have 3 number 1 albums and 2 number 1 songs.
Okay.
Okay. Blink 182.
Okay.
They reunited. All 3 of the original members of Blink 182 reunited, and they had a number 1 album with the album called One More Time.
Okay.
So reunite one more time.
Wow.
There you go. And it's just pretty amazing for the people that really like Blink 182 because they totally split up, and 2 of the members continued going on as Blink 182 with a different lead singer, but then but anyway, you don't know any music after 1983.
I'm not far behind you there, Scotty.
Scotty
really
doesn't know. All right. Okay, so Blink 182 one more time. Taylor Swift had a number 1 album with 1989 Taylor's version. And that's how she's making more money with her music. Is she's remaking, and they pretty much sound the same as the original albums to me, but she's remaking them where she gets pretty much all the royalty for the remakes of her albums that were already popular.
Right.
Okay, and a Korean K-pop group called the Stray Kids had a number 1 album called Rockstar.
Okay.
And I got hey, Mercy.
I think she's
Mercy.
way in the back of the house. Okay.
Hey, what would Shang be related to me? What does she count as? Like a niece or something? Okay, so I got a Filipino niece in the Philippines that her favorite group is the Stray Kids. Not the Stray Cats, the Stray Kids. Stray Cats was 1982, 83. Anyway.
Not hard to figure out. One struts, the other doesn't.
Yeah. Stray Cat Strut. Okay. All right. And then 2 number 1 songs. And guess what? They're both by Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift had a number 1 song with Cruel Summer, which actually came out originally on a 2017 album,
Okay.
but because her live concerts have been so popular, and then that's like been one of the staple points of her live concerts. Cruel Summer got, came back and it went to number one. And then on new one that's off of her 1989 Taylor's version it's a song called "Is It Over Now."
Okay.
So there you go. That's 2023. What's going on this last month? Where's the page that I'm showing you?
I definitely would not have known any of that.
Okay, there you go. There's your 2023 right there. That was okay. And then we got December. The only problem with me talking about December is that I don't know what the rest of this month is going to be like for what's popular this year. But I've got like every year up until then.
Well, I do like back in December 1963. That was a very special time for me. As I remember, it was quite a night.
Oh, what a night. Late December back in 60.
I love that song.
Which in the album, that song actually, I think, came out in like 1975.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But,
I love that song.
But then again, it's just like Bryan Adams in 1985 had a big hit with Summer of 69.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way after the Summer of 69.
That was also along with what Cuts Like a Knife.
Well, actually,
wasn't that?
That was off of his Reckless album. Cuts Like a Knife came out in like 1982.
Was it?
That had Cuts Like a Knife, and but Reckless was the one that had the songs Heaven, and Summer 69, and Run to You.
Yeah,
yeah.
There were a lot of good ones.
Yeah,
there were a lot of good ones.
That was his big one. I mean, I love his Cuts Like a Knife album too, especially like the big hit songs off of that one. But yeah, Reckless was the one that like really took him into the stratosphere. He's got duets with Tina Turner and stuff like that.
Okay. Wow, I didn't know he did duets.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go into December of 1963, and this is going to blow your mind. You're going to be like, really? Something like that was popular? Okay, so this is going to... All right. December. It is December, and this may be my last live stream of the year, so we're going to talk about this now.
I don't think it's going to be his last live stream.
I don't know, unless I do something around Christmas time, but okay. So here we go. In December 1963. Okay, Scotty, you can even attest to me with this. I'm pretty sure you know this one. There was one number one album and one number one song.
Okay.
The number one album was I don't even know this person's name, Soriri, but the album was called The Singing Nun. The Singing Nun was a number one album in December 1963, and the number one song was The Singing Nun with Dominique.
Okay.
And I know I've heard the song before, Dominique, whatever. But yeah, The Singing Nun was number one in December 1963. Right, Scotty B? You remember that at all? Okay, that was 60 years ago. That was,
wow.
Yeah. Believe it or not, The Singing Nun. All right. 50 years ago, we were 3 years old. Scotty B was 13. Okay. One number one album. Once again, Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Benny the Jet.
He's saying it was French, I believe.
Yes. Yep. The Singing Nun, it was in French. Dominique. Yep. Yeah. All right. Benny the Jet. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Once again, number one album, the whole month of December 1973.
There you go.
Then there was 3 number one songs. First one, The Carpenters with Top of the World.
Ooh.
I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation.
Yep. I know that one.
Mercy loves the Carpenters, so we definitely know
wife.
that song. Yeah. I guess the Carpenters was big in the Philippines.
Yes.
Okay. Then Charlie Rich with The Most Beautiful Girl.
Oh, I remember that one. My mother used to play that a lot.
Then that song is just so deceptive to me, The Most Beautiful Girl, because you'd think it would be a nice song about somebody being the most beautiful girl, but no, it's a heartbreaking song about, did you see the most beautiful girl who walked out on me?
Yes.
So sad.
And left me lonely.
It's so sad. But it was number one. And then Jim Croce. Where's my album? Oh, here we go. This guy right here, Jim Croce. Wait, hold on. I also have this. Okay, song called "Time in a Bottle."
Yes.
If I could have time in a bottle,
If I could save time.
so I could save time in a bottle.
Mhm.
First thing that I'd like to do.
I don't remember the rest. Now.
Okay, wait, hold on. We're gonna look and see. Are there lyrics? Not in here.
No.
I'm gonna look on here. See if there's lyrics. Ooh, what's this?
Is it lyrics though? or
No
just-
lyrics. It's just telling a story.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, Jim Croce, "Time in a Bottle,"
Mhm.
#1 song, December of 1973. Okay, so there we go. There's your 63 and 73.
I do believe that was a gentleman
I know all of
who
those.
taught me not to also pull on Superman's cape or to
Don't spit in the wind. Don't pull the cape off. Don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim.
That's right.
Yep. She had electric boots. Electric boobs. Yeah.
Said electric
Thought I read
boobs.
it in a magazine. Oh, Benny and the Jets.
Catch his last comment.
Yeah, no. I
Oh my
mean, I
God.
kind of, I think I used to think that too. But anyway, yeah. All right. So, all right. 1983. Yeah, Jim Croce
Yeah.
died way too
He
young.
definitely did. I agree.
December 1983. 40 years ago. We were 13. Scotty B was 23. All right. So the 2 #1 albums. You had Lionel Richie with "Can't Slow Down."
Ooh.
And there's a little copy of it right there. This one. Wait. Where's my finger? The finger of power right there. Lionel Richie, "Can't Slow Down." And
And
gotta reach for it. Once again, Michael Jackson, "Thriller," went back to #1. And if I do live streams at all for this next year of 1984, expect to see this album a lot more.
well, I
This album
encourage all of
is
you
like-
to tell David if he's going to keep bringing this album out, he needs to do the Thriller dance for all of y'all. All right.
All right. Okay. And then 2 #1 songs.
Yes, let's hear it.
You have not Michael Jackson. I got Michael Jackson on the brain now.
Well, Michael was the man.
Michael on the brain. Insane in the Michael brain. Okay, anyway. So, #1 song. Once again, you had "All Night Long," all night. Lionel Richie. And Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson with "Say, Say, Say
Ooh,
What You
yeah.
Want, But Don't Play Games with My Affection." So once again, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson had a hit song together. You know what their first hit song together was that didn't actually go to #1 was?
I think I do, but I'm drawing a blank. I think it was
It was on the Thriller album.
okay.
Thriller. And it was a song called "The Girl Is Mine."
Oh yeah. That's not what I was thinking.
The girl
of,
is
but
mine.
Okay.
Yeah, mine. You were probably thinking about the Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney, "Ebony and Ivory."
Yeah, that's actually what I was
That's-
thinking.
that's Stevie
yeah, but
Wonder
that was
and Paul
Stevie Wonder.
McCartney.
That's right.
But
But
The
that
Girl
is
Is Mine
actually
did
what I
not-
was thinking.
Yeah, "The Girl Is Mine" did not go to #1, but "Say, Say, Say," which actually was on a Paul McCartney album
Uh-huh.
called the Pipes of Peace.
Okay.
Play the pipes of peace, which was like those 2 songs are probably the only good songs off of that album. But anyway,
What did they mean by pipes of peace?
pipes of, I mean, it could be like what you smoke with the Native Americans, peace pipe,
Either way, it's opiates,
or
right?
pipes, the flute, and you play songs, and like people follow you like mice, and you're at peace
Think
because
it could be bagpipes?
it could be. I mean, if you're Scottish, why not?
Just saying. I don't know. I was just curious. Inquiring minds want to know.
They can take everything, but they can't take our freedom.
That's right.
Okay, so anyway, there's your December 1983 right there. I showed 1993. You guys got a cheat look at 1993. Okay, 1983. Okay, December 1993.
Right.
Na, 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 na. Round her hair, she wore a yellow ribbon. Wore it for her boyfriend who was far, far away. Okay, so anyway, December 1993, 30 years ago. Let's see, I graduated from college and I was, anyway, I don't want to tell too much about what I was doing back at that time. But anyway, okay, there's 3 #1 albums.
Okay.
And 3 #1 songs. First #1 album, Pearl Jam versus. Okay, all right. Another #1 album, and I could have sworn I had this sitting here ready for me to show. Oh, there it is. Okay, all right. Snoop Dogg.
Ooh, the doggy
Snoop
style.
Dogg with Doggy Style. Yeah, that's one that had gin and juice, and of course Snoop Doggy Dog.
Well, I'm not gonna kid you.
Which was based off of Atomic Dog by George Clinton, but yeah.
Yeah, because back when that came out, it was cassette tapes, and I had the tape, and I used to just let it go because
Yep.
every song was fantastic.
Yep. You thought Pearl Jam was a woman? Oh, because of the name Pearl.
Oh,
female
gotcha.
name.
Yeah.
I can like Pearl Bailey or something like that. Okay. All right. But anyway, yeah. And what is it? Janis Joplin had a #1 album in 1971 called Pearl. But anyway, okay, yeah. So Snoop. Wait, okay. Gin and Juice, Murder Was the Case, Doggy Dog World.
Yep.
What was the name of the song?
Did they have like Ain't No Fun on there too?
Yeah, I got that one. My homies can't get none. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway,
like I said, they're all good.
what was the name of the song that had Snoop Doggy Dog? Snoop Doggy Dog. He even did a version of Lottie. Oh, Who Am I? What's My Name?
Yes.
Was the name of the song where he's Snoop Doggy.
Yep.
Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Bow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Okay, and then his reversion of Lottie Dottie.
Yeah. From
We
Slick
like to
Rick.
party. We don't
and,
cause
Dougie
trouble.
Fresh.
We don't bother nobody. Okay. All right. And then wait. Oh, and then this is just one song, but Mariah Carey went to #1 with the album called Dream Lover.
Mm.
Oh, wait. No, it was the #1 album was called Music Box.
Oh, okay.
Dream Lover was the song, Music Box was the album.
Okay.
Mariah Carey, right there. Okay. All right, 3 #1 songs. Once again, Meatloaf. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Good
and we
man.
already know what that is.
Good man.
If anybody has a question, ask me. We already talked about it, but I'll tell you what that is. What is that? It's it. What is it?
8 tracks were easier to fix. Yes, they were. I agree.
Can anybody tell me the name of the group that had the song where they're like, it's it. What is it? It's it. What is it?
I don't know.
You ever heard of Faith No More?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was, actually, I believe the name of the song is called Epic, but that's by Faith No More.
Oh, okay.
All right. But anyway, I don't know why I went from whatever I was talking about to get into that. All right. Anyway, okay. Oh, because I was talking about Meatloaf. It won't do that.
Yes.
And then, okay. And I just went, okay. Anyway, all right. Another #1 song. What did I do with it? Okay. Another #1 song of December 1993 was Janet Jackson with Again. That was off of this album. Ooh, look at Janet Jackson. Woo.
Wow.
This was before, can I say Nipplegate on, yeah, I mean, nothing against saying the word nipple, but you just can't show it.
Oh,
I mean, a guy could probably, never mind. Anyway.
I don't call her Janet Jackson. I call her Miss Jackson because I'm
Because
nasty.
you're nasty. Yes. Call me Janet if you're nasty. Because of love. Again, let's see. Can I read this? No, it's still too small.
Well, Scotty B, I got to tell you, I remember growing up, my mother had, it was that big floor model where you opened up the top of it and it was just, the record player in there, for your 45s
Yeah,
or
I had
33s.
player.
And then it had the 8-track player right off to the side of it. We used to use both all the time. And I'm going to tell you, to this day, though, I'm still a fan. And I think the best sound we've ever had came off of the vinyl records, though.
Yes.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. There's so much of me that I wish we would go back to vinyl records because the quality and the clarity of them are just
That's
amazing.
true. then again, vinyl records aren't really portable, and most things today are all about being portable and going wherever you want with them. And that was the problem. If they could have found some way to make record albums playable in a car,
Mm-hmm.
that probably would. Because that would have been. You're right. The sound is so much better, but there's also the chance of it skipping so much easier too.
Well, there is
scratches. But then again, back in the day of cassette tapes, you also took the chance of it getting all wound up too.
Oh, yeah,
so,
I've had to put a pencil in there and fix those too.
And then sometimes they get twisted around and it plays backwards and stuff like that.
Oh, no doubt. But I think what I'm saying though is that if we went back to the vinyl, and how we saw MP3s online and stuff, you can download them at however much money.
Yeah.
I just think they should make it the vinyl first, and then they should rip the song from the vinyl. Because I think the way that they're doing it now with just going right to MP3 and stuff, you're losing so much quality in the music.
Yeah.
And I think if you ripped it from vinyl, you're going to get a lot better quality from it.
For me, the best thing about vinyl is, you got like basically poster size pictures of what you want,
Yeah. See, even Scotty there saying, see, because even the players are getting popular again. And that's, I believe that's why, Scotty, because I mean, people that know.
You get your vinyl versus your CD. Look at the difference there. Inside versus cassette. And then you got MP3 where basically you're lucky if you see any picture at all.
Yeah.
Man, when you get it all online and you don't even have a physical copy that you feel like you own,
Well, even when I was a kid, though, the first car I remember my mother having, that's all we had was AM radio with an 8-track player.
Yeah.
It was only AM only and an 8-track player. So, yeah.
Wow. Back in the days when I had a waterbed. Anyway, the waterbed days. Okay. There's a place, you still buy vinyl online. No,
that's what I was saying. I mean, because it is making a comeback.
Yeah.
It really is.
Once again. All right. One more number one song off of the, I gotta say it right this time, the Music Box album. Mariah Carey with Hero. There's a hero. That song actually, I may not have cared as much for it when it first came out, but what really endeared that song to me was when I graduated from PLDC. And at our graduation ceremony, they played the song.
Okay.
And then I really felt it,
yeah.
Especially when you have your family there and they're proud of you. And you're like, there's a hero. Like, oh,
plus,
my
like
God.
Basic and IT, that was a big accomplishment.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
the PLDC, and becoming an NCO, and you got your family there, and they're proud of you, and you're somebody's hero.
Yeah.
Okay, that's special. Okay, so anyway, let's not cry. Okay.
Anybody got a tissue? I need to wipe his eyes.
December of 1993. That was what was number one. There you go. There you can read that. I think I gave him enough time to read it. Okay. 2003.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go 20 years ago. December back in 2003. Oh, I put 19 already. 2003. I'm not ready to leave the 1990s.
Before you go there, though, look, Scotty's next comment there. Hold on.
Dad was a TV repairman, so carried enough of those heavy-ass things up and downstairs. Yeah, the big stereos.
Yeah.
Should see the TV I got in the other room. Ooh, Wilm's Wonderworld is coming up.
Yeah.
You don't see it on here yet, but it's going to say Wilm's Wonderworld Seasons Greetings, guys.
Well, Scotty, those were back in the days where sometimes you had to move those up and down. But if you were lucky, it was just some of the tubes in there you could just replace.
There we go.
Like fuses
Wilm's.
back in the day. But
Seasons Greetings, Wilm's Wonderworld.
That was tough.
Welcome. Thank you. All right. 20 years ago, there were 4 number one albums. December 20 years ago. 4 number one albums, 2 number one songs. Okay. See how much of this y'all remember. Okay. Britney Spears.
Oh, no.
Britney Spears, In the Zone was a number one album.
Oh.
Jay-Z, the Black Album, went back to number one.
Okay.
Get that dirt off your shoulder. 99 Problems, and All right. Alicia Keys had a number one album with The Diary of Alicia Keys.
That was a very good album.
And then Reuben Studdard, the guy who actually won American Idol that year, finally went to number one with Soulful.
Yes, he did.
All right, 2 number one songs. Ludacris, Stand Up. When I move, you move. When I move, you move. Just like that. You're supposed to say, okay, anyway.
I haven't heard it in so
I thought
long.
you
I
were
couldn't
vibing
tell
with
ya.
me on that. When I move, you move. Just like that. Okay, so you have a great, thank you, Wilms. All right, stand up. All right. The other number one song was The Outcast. We talked about this one.
Yes, we did.
My stuff's falling apart. Hey ya, hey ya. All right, let's try this. Let's try this again. Okay, forget about what you say to your daughter.
Okay.
Hey, Robert, what's cooler than being cool?
Being cold?
Ice cold. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Hey ya, hey ya. That was 20 years ago. Can you believe that was 20 years ago?
Ooh.
Sometimes it feels like that was yesterday. You know who sang that song?
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Oh, I don't remember offhand.
The same group that did I Want to Know What Love Is.
Foreigner.
Yep, Foreigner. Very good. All right. All right, December of 2013. Okay, this was only 10 years ago. Okay, we have 4 number one albums and 3 number one songs. Okay.
Let's do it.
Eminem with Marshall Mathers album 2.
Yes.
That's when they had Berserk and what was the one he did where he finally actually pretty much said sorry to his mom for all the way he treated her for all those years. Like, was it called Suitcases or something like that?
I don't know. I just knew that was like, what, I'm sorry, mama, or whatever.
No, that's a totally different song. Let's see.
All
right.
Know.
2013. I'm just looking stuff up right here. Okay. 2013, Eminem, Marshall Mathers album 2. Berserk, Survival, Rap God, The Monster, Headlights. Headlights was the name of the song where he basically was talking about.
Well, that's where he kind of
to
went
his
back,
mom and-
though. Yeah, and he kind of apologized.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's not
And that
what
one,
I thought you were talking
that
about.
always was meant kind of something to me because for a long time my son just had a problem with his mom, and I was like trying to get him to kind of, you know, reconcile with her, and you know, so I was like, hey, listen to this song, and but that was a different time. Okay, so anyway, Marshall Mathers album 2. Okay, One Direction. Remember One Direction?
I do.
The boy band had a number one album with Midnight Memories.
Okay.
Garth Brooks went to number one with a like a 5 CD set called "Blame It All on My Roots." 5 decades of influences, or like the first 4 CDs were like his favorite songs from like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s.
Okay.
And then the last one was like basically him redoing all his greatest hits.
Okay. All right.
And you get, and I think that one was actually only a Walmart exclusive, and you can't even find it anywhere anymore. I can't get it off of Amazon or anything like that. So, all right. Hey, Wilms Wonderworld is connected to Scotty B. Whee! That's what it's all about, right? Making that connection. Make some friends.
Awesome.
Make some noise. Woo! Okay. All right. Last number one album of 2013, Beyonce, with their self-titled album called Beyonce.
And there it is.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, everyone.
All right. Beyonce. What was on that one? 10 years ago, what Beyonce songs were popular? Let me see. Beyonce. Okay. Na na na. XO. Drunken Love. Partition. Pretty Hurts. Okay. All right. www.com. Thumbs up, my friend, for show 4. Show 4. Wait, that's not the number 4, but I'm showing 4. Are my hands dirty, or does it just look that way? Oh, I got to put my mailbox back together. Okay, so I got. Yeah, we're almost done. Okay, so let's go. Let's finish 2013. Go into all I got for 2023, and then I got to go try to say goodbye. Robert's got to go, but
I'm back.
okay, he's back. Okay, so we just got done with Beyonce. And okay, now we're ready for the number one songs.
Okay.
Once again, Royals by Lord.
Okay.
We could be royals. I'm sure you've heard it, but it's just okay. But then again, maybe you weren't paying as much attention to what was popular when you were in South Korea, I guess.
No, I was really out of the loop. I was so busy.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't really have a lot of time for listening to music or much anything else. To be
Oh
honest with you.
man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Also went to number one. Miley Cyrus with "I Came In Like a Wrecking Ball."
Oh,
I mean, who doesn't know that one? You know,
well, I know it, but I
never hit
not.
so hard in love. I mean, yeah, she was naked on a wrecking ball in the video, but I mean, I didn't really care that much for her because she was like way too young for me to even think. You know, there's one of those things where when somebody grows up as a child star, and then they try to be like sexy and stuff like that, it's just you still imagine them, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's just not right for me.
I'm still
know?
with you on that right now because I look at her and I'm like, how can this be Hannah Montana?
Hannah Montana.
You know what I mean? I'm like, this is just horrible.
Hey, Brett Glassow, how are you? Hi. So yeah, anyway, that was also Wrecking Ball, number one. And another one, number one song was Eminem and Rihanna with The Monster.
Really?
Yeah, that was a number one song.
Okay.
Okay, Monster. Okay, we got High. Nice.
You said Eminem and Rihanna. I automatically went to Love the Way You Lie.
Love the Way You Lie. Yeah, wasn't that also, that was Eminem, and what album was that off of though? I think that was off of an Eminem album.
Well, I think they both had it on their albums, to be honest with you.
Okay, let's see. Let's find out where Love the Way You Lie. I believe it was off of was it off of Recovery? Yep. 2010. It was 2010 when that came out.
Okay.
All right. Yep. And that one, Love the Way You Lie.
Because yeah, like
It
I'm
was
saying, I think it was
also
on her
off
album too.
Off of Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. They can't see what I'm doing right now, but we're looking at a discography right here. We're going to 2010 and an album called Loud. Also have The Only Girl in the World and What's My Name and S&M. And California King Bed was on that one too.
Uh-huh.
Wait, no, that one came out in, yeah. Or was it on Talk That Talk? We Found Love? Maybe it wasn't released. Well, okay, anyway. All right, so hi, Scotty. Enjoy your holidays, guys. Thank you, Wilms Wonder World.
Yes, everyone enjoy your
www.
holidays as well. Thank you so much.
All
That's
right.
very nice.
And then we got December 2023, and we've only had the first week of December so far. And as of today, the current number one album is Drake for All the Dogs.
Wow, okay.
And the current number one song is Jack Harlow with Lovin' on Me. And yeah, okay, so anyway.
I don't know.
There we go. There's your can you see it? No? All right, 2013, 2003 so far. Look at all the empty space. But that's my that's the charts.
Well, it's not just you, Scotty B. I feel the same way, and I'm sitting right here next to him. So
And Rolling Stone album already has their choices for best albums and songs of 2023. And I'm familiar with a few of them. Yeah, you know who Zach Bryan is? Country artist named Zach Bryan.
no.
Have you heard the song called "I Remember Everything"
Yes.
with Casey Musgraves?
Yes.
Well, that's like okay. Zach Bryan, his album went to number one sometime in 2023.
Okay.
But that song "I Remember Everything" those are at the top of the Rolling Stones critics lists of. You ever heard of SZA? SZA? Boy Genius?
Nope.
Taney?
Nope.
Little Yachty?
Nope.
Olivia Rodrigo?
No.
Paramore? Remember Paramore, right?
No.
Oh. Let's see, then you don't know these other Mitski, Billy Woods, Victoria Monet,
I'm just gonna say no across the board, dude.
Pink Pantheresses, Lana Del Rey, Shakira.
Shakira, I know.
Okay. She had a popular one called from Bizrap Music Sessions Volume 3. New Jeans was the name of another Korean popular group. Little Yachty. Billie Eilish. You know Billie Eilish?
No.
Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, the Rolling Stones did actually have a new album come out. You're right. Rolling Stone. And I think what's the song that was Angry at Me or something like that? What's the song that was off of that one?
I haven't checked that one out yet, but I definitely have to.
It's called like Don't Be Angry at Me or something like that. Rolling Stones. All right, we're looking it up. We're going to see Rolling Stones videography. Yeah, you know what? Rolling Stones album came out 40 years ago. Not only I don't know if I can show the cover of this, but Undercover of the Night. Undercover of the Night.
I think you can. It's already censored.
At Undercover of the Night, and she was so hot, or she was hot. In fact, this one I didn't realize you could actually, maybe on the original album cover, you could actually take the stickers off, but it didn't show you what was under the sticker. It was just the same picture, but with the sticker removed.
What a rip.
What a tease, huh?
What a ripoff.
I know.
Man, I remember when I was a
That
kid,
was 40 years ago.
I could buy these pens back then.
Oh,
That if I held it this way, it was a woman in like a little, like your outfit. And if I turned it upside down, I got the outfit to go away.
Scotty B knows all about that.
I used to really enjoy those pens. I'd get those a lot.
Scotty B was probably old enough that he made those pens. She's so cold. I'm so hot for her. I'm so angry is the name of the song. Went to number 34 by the Rolling Stones off the album called Hackney Diamonds.
There you go.
Okay, so yep, they're.
Well, I didn't know that about the Rolling
Stones are back in touring again. I mean, what are these guys like 80 something?
He said, "What year was Stick Finger?"
Oh, Sticky Finger was 1971. Oh, you listened to their new? Oh, wait, which album are you talking about? You talking about Undercover? That was the one that came out right after Tattoo You. Tattoo You is definitely the better album. This one only had like 3 songs that are like I thought are good, but if you liked it, then hey, more power to you. All right, Sticky Fingers, 1971. All right. So what time is it? Okay, we have stuff to do. I got to go put together the rest of my mailbox that he helped me watch. Hey, and stay tuned because sometime in the near future, I will have a video of me digging in the dirt and him digging in the dirt and trying to put a new mailbox in the ground for me. So that one, their newest one is pretty good. Okay, you don't like that one wasn't that great. But anyway, okay. So and now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. You remember Sha Na Na?
I do.
Remember they had a TV show, and they always ended their TV show with "Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really can't stay. Good night, sweetheart. Good night." Good night, everybody. Bye. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you later. Next time.